So what if I told you that one of the most powerful blueprints for success wasn't written last year, but way back in 1937? Yeah, right in the middle of the Great Depression. Let's dive into Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, because this isn't just some old book. It's a philosophy that has been shaping leaders and entrepreneurs for almost a century now.
This right here, this is the engine of the entire philosophy. And Hill is adamant this isn't just wishful thinking. It's about building a disciplined mindset that, when you combine it with real action, becomes an absolutely unstoppable force.
But where did such a huge idea even come from? Well, this wasn't some theory Hill just dreamed up in his study. No, it was actually the result of one of the most ambitious research projects ever, and it was commissioned by the legendary steel magnate Andrew Carnegie himself.
The scale of this is just mind-blowing. Back in 1908, Carnegie gave Hill a challenge: spend the next 20 years studying the world's most successful people, we're talking Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, people like that, and boil down their secrets into a formula anyone could use. So after interviewing over 500 of these titans, this book was the result.
See, Carnegie was convinced that success wasn't just random luck. He believed it followed a set of principles, almost like a science. Hill's entire mission was to figure out what those principles were and write down the recipes so that anyone, no matter where they came from, could learn and apply it.
All right, so Hill's philosophy starts where all great things do, inside your mind. Before you can build anything out in the real world, you have to get the mental foundation right. This first set of principles is all about becoming the master of your own thoughts and beliefs.
And step one, the starting point of everything, is desire. But Hill is really specific about this. This is not just saying, I'd like to be rich. No way. It's having a white-hot, burning obsession with a crystal-clear goal. It's knowing exactly what you want, why you want it, and being willing to bet everything you have on getting it.
Once you have that burning desire, you then develop faith. Now for Hill, faith isn't some mystical thing. It's a state of mind that you build on purpose. It's a cycle, you see. It starts with a deliberate thought, which you then repeat to yourself over and over. That repetition builds a deep, unshakable belief, and that belief is what fuels confident action. It's a powerful feedback loop.
And the reason this whole process works is because you're literally programming your subconscious mind. Hill says our subconscious doesn't run on logic. It runs on emotion and repetition. It will believe whatever you tell it most often and with the most feeling. The biggest roadblock? Getting past those core fears that sabotage us. The fear of being poor, the fear of what people will think, and of course, the fear of failure.
Okay, so you've built the mental foundation. You've got your mind right. Now what? Well, this next set of principles is the bridge. It's what connects your inner world to actual, real-world results. This is where your thoughts start to become things.
This is such a critical point. Just collecting facts and information gets you absolutely nowhere. Real power comes from specialized knowledge. That's information that's organized, focused, and aimed directly at your specific goal. You don't have to know everything. You just need to apply what really matters.
Now this might be one of the most famous takeaways from the entire book. Hill noticed a really clear pattern. Successful people make decisions fast and with confidence. They get the facts, they decide, and they move. Unsuccessful people, they get stuck in analysis paralysis, always second-guessing. Being decisive is a habit, and it's a habit that creates incredible momentum. So, you've made your decision, you're taking action. What happens when you inevitably hit a wall? The answer is persistence. Hill was so clear about this. Most people quit just one step away from their big breakthrough. Getting knocked down is a temporary defeat, and it's going to happen. It only becomes permanent failure if you stay down. Persistence is that raw willpower that just keeps you going.
All right, now we get to the really advanced stuff. Once you've mastered your mind and your actions, these next few ideas act like rocket fuel. They're the force multipliers that can accelerate your progress in ways you might not even expect.
Hill called imagination the workshop of the mind. And I love that. It's the place where your desire is first given a real shape and a plan. He said there are two types: synthetic imagination, which is basically rearranging old ideas into new combinations, and creative imagination, which is where brand new, genius-level insights come from.
This principle is a total game changer. The mastermind says that when you get two or more people aligned, working together in harmony toward one specific goal, they create a third, invisible intelligence. Just think about the legendary team-up of Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and Harvey Firestone. That's a perfect example. Hill believed that no great fortune is ever made completely alone.
So after all these principles, what's the big takeaway? How does this all fit together into a formula that you can actually use? Let's break it down to its simplest form.
The whole path is really a simple three-step process. First, you change your mindset. That's your desire, your faith, and mastering your subconscious. That new mindset automatically leads to different actions. You become more decisive, more persistent, and of course, those new actions inevitably produce brand new results. For Hill, the money and success, that's just the natural byproduct of this inside-out process.
And that is the heart of Think and Grow Rich. Achievement isn't about luck or chance. It's not a lottery ticket. It's the predictable outcome of applying a specific set of timeless rules. It's a science that you can learn, that you can practice, and that you can master.
But look, the real value here isn't just knowing these principles. It's actually applying them. So the real question is for you, looking at this whole powerful framework, from that burning desire all the way to the mastermind, what is the one specific goal you're going to apply this to starting today?